boys run. Remember when I ain't have it? If I want it, I can buy it. I ain't bragging, I can go and blow it back just for fun. If we gon' keep it real, I took a lot of L's. I know pain, I went through hell, but I still came out #1. I was walking down the dark road, hard cold, all alone. I'm on my own, nobody better ask me for none. Remember we was sliding in that 4-door Audi. When it's smoke, they get the hot and make them scary boys run. Remember when I ain't have it? If I want it, I can buy it. I ain't bragging, I can go and blow it back just for fun. If we gon' keep it real, I took a lot of L's. I know pain, I went through hell, but I still came out #1.
Wet weather squarely in the forecast this afternoon in Santa Clara, California at Levi's Stadium. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. This defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They'll run on first down. Yates, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Hankins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
2nd down and 3. On the give, this is Harris. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. He's got a first down past the 30. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 40 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where they'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. Sheds off the tackle.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hankins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They run the counter. It's Yates. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw. Hankins.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Watson. It's brought in by Harris. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill.
And this returnable for Hill.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
It's a gain of 3. And this is 3rd down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Hankins. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Hankins. Got an open man. It's Schwartz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Hankins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Hankins. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll look back to throw again. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now a first down carry for Harris. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Watson. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Well, they obviously read man coverage there, partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that?
He made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. And then he curls back inside for the completion.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Back to throw, Watson. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
A little juke. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Bilal Nichols, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
Second and 15.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as he'll be left with a 3rd and long.
And this is 3rd down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now Watson. That swung out wide to Harris. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Here's Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. And it's a fumble.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
On 1st down, Yates, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the 1st half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Second and 9.
Watson now to throw.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Watson. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10.
Watson off play action. He gets it complete to Harris. And I think the ball's out. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Let's see what you got. Mike, see?
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. He's got Burton here. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get on.
Back to throw. Hankins. And incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, Hankins. He is going to find Hill here. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Yates finding room to the 20. 60 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a give, right side. Yates, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Looking to throw. Hankins. He finds his man, complete. That's Yates. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. He stepped right up like a pro.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Watson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On 3rd down, it's Harris finding some room at midfield. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 31-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Watson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Niners on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Rush coming for Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Hankins. He finds his man. Complete. That's Yates. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Off the play fake. Hankins. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Single receiver, single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Watch 89. Watch 89. All day, every day, any day.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he's got room. He's at the 40. 20. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. A big play there for the Niners.
So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Damian Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we got a tie game here in the 4th. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll run on 1st down. It's Yates, and he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 36-yard line.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, Yates. And this thing gets blown up well behind the line of scrimmage, but the marker is down on the field. Who's this against? Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Off the bootleg, Hankins. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
Second and 11.
Off play action. Hankins. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play there on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They run the counter. It's Yates. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The ball on the 8. Still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Yates. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. To throw. Hankins. He finds his man. Complete. That's Yates. Touchdown. A great play there. his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for it.
And now Watson throws another interception.
Picked off at the 36. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
They'll run on first down. It's Yates, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Elliott is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Watson to throw. Pass complete to Harris.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Watson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win.